Is Kamala going to make you a little more likely or less likely to vote Democrat?
Well, hold on, first, Ray, hold on, Ray. Is Kamala black, yes or no?
I'm going to let her speak on that. But to me, no.
Oh, is Kamala black, yes or no?
I share that same view.
Wow, is Kamala black, yes or no?
I heard she was. I heard she's half black and half Asian.
When I played that audio on my SiriusXM radio program on Thursday, many callers who self-identified as African American were quick to tell me that those men were the exception, not the rule. Some described them as low-information voters, no different than you'd find among whites.
Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and I'm sorry to have put you through that, but that's got to be one of the single most cringeworthy attempts at gaslighting I have ever come across. If you don't know, that's Michael Smerconish. Michael Smerconish was a local in the Philadelphia area. He used to be a big Bush guy. He was a neocon guy. He's since gone to the dark side. Now, obviously, he's got a cozy job over at CNN, being another resident liberal there, leftist over there. But I mean, what you just saw there, that was just one of the most, I don't know what even to say. That's got to be one of the most pathetic attempts at gaslighting imaginable. That was a Harrisburg, Pennsylvania barbershop, a black barbershop. And basically what Michael Smerconish just did there is he attempted to correct them. He attempted to assert his white privilege and correct the opinions of those wonderful fellows over at that barbershop. Gang, seriously, this is beyond cringe, and there's some amazing things that are being written about this online. I'm going to read some of them to you. This is Glenn Greenwald. Among the many hilarious parts of the CNN video is that after the black men explain their views on Kamala and race, the white man of authority calls them stupid and says that's not how the majority of black people think, which he knows because his black friends tell him so. Here's another one. This is great. This is a ration of rational. No one knows the black experience more than woke, gated community white people. A fellow by the name of T says they so badly want the opinions of a few liberal black women to be the representation of the entire black community. Let's see, Mr. Hella, LOL, the barbershop has no chill. They will tell you what they really think. The CNN host tried to clear that up real quick by calling them low information voters, LOL. Exactly, it was so ridiculous, arrogant. To me, CNN is low information news. Brilliant. And then Marcus Dellinger, ha ha ha, even the CNN reporter sighs and turns away when that dude asks the other guy, is Kamala black? He knew it would be all downhill from there. Absolutely hilarious. And it was, gang. That was beyond parody. Look, this is obviously beyond cringe. This is CNN's attempt to try to make Kamala look hip and cool. But there's actually not a lot that they can do with Kamala. Kamala, we're finding, is polling far below Hillary when it comes to Latinos, when it comes particularly to black men, when it comes to non-white working class voters. The whole bump that you're seeing for her in the polls is totally and completely artificial. It's due from the fact that right now the vast majority of people who are answering the polls are fired up Democrats who have been disillusioned now for the last couple of months, ever since Joe Biden's ridiculous and incredible implosion that we called, by the way. We knew that after that debate, that was the end of his presidency. But whether Mike Smerconish knows it or not, unfortunately for him, Trump is running away with it when it comes to the non-white vote. In terms of a Republican, he's getting more non-white support than any Republican has gotten in literally decades.
2020. What comes to mind when I say that? COVID, the coming of a frail and crumbling president, followed by wide open borders. It's no longer an if situation. It's a when, gang. When will the next emergency situation happen? We're still a long, long way from November. And if we're paying any attention at all, it's likely almost upon us. So being prepared is no longer a choice, it's a necessity. Thank God for the Wellness Company. Gang, they are amazing. They've given me and my family the peace of mind to handle any medical crisis from my family. From tick bites to the next pandemic, the Wellness Company's medical emergency kit is a true lifeline. This is absolutely essential to stock up on in case of an emergency. It's chock full of essential meds like ivermectin, antibiotics, antivirals, and more. This kit gives you real peace of mind for this area of preparedness. And the Wellness Company is a team of renowned medical professionals, including Dr. Peter McCullough, Dr. James Thorpe, Dr. Harvey Risch, Dr. Drew Pinsky, and even more truth-seeking doctors. The medical emergency kit they've designed sets the gold standard for safety and prevention. Gang, don't wait until the next crisis is here. Get peace of mind now by clicking on that link below or visiting twc.health/Turley and use promo code Turley for an exclusive discount. I got my emergency pack. Now it's your turn. Click on that link below right now.
It really has a lot to do, when all is said and done, with two dynamics. The first dynamic is the very slow but definite movement of blue-collar workers over to the Republican Party. Blue-collar workers have abandoned the globalist Democrats in droves. It started in 2016 with the white working class who moved over to Trump. Remember, we saw counties that voted in Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, Pennsylvania that voted for every single Democrat candidate since the early 80s suddenly switch over and vote for Trump in 2016. And it was based largely on his attacks on NAFTA and GATT and his promise to bring industrial and manufacturing jobs back home. And he was going to be the president for working class blue collar workers. So the white working class defected from the Democrats and came over to Trump in 2016, 2020. And we have slowly but surely and steadily seen non-white working class doing the same thing as well for 2024. He has record high non-white working class support in this election cycle. At the same time, the second dynamic is that the weaponized legalism against Trump has backfired. That mugshot made him officially gangsta. And more and more non-white voters suddenly saw Trump as one of them, or at least someone who experiences the world from their perspective. So, you know, if you ask non-white voters how many former president billionaires do they know, of course, it's no one. But if I don't know anyone like that. But if you ask them how many people have been unfairly victimized by a racist, weaponized lawfare, virtually everyone is going to raise their hand. So they see Trump as the victim of the same kind of weaponized, unfair legal system that they've been. So that mugshot did more to bring more non-white voters into his corner than any political, position could have ever possibly done. So whether CNN likes it or not, what you just saw there in that Harrisburg barbershop appears to be an increasing opinion among non-white voters that Kamala is an elitist that does not relate to them in any way, shape whatsoever. And Trump, man, Trump's the gangster. He's the man. And they can totally relate to him and he can relate to them. And there's really nothing CNN can do about that. Love you guys. God bless.